Congratulations on completing the 6 modules in the Path to Resilience series. In this module, we will review the concepts from the 6 modules in this series and share ideas and experiences for using the tools in your personal and work life. Let's start with your emotional zones. Awareness of your emotions and how they change is a powerful tool in life and a building block for resilience. If you can identify what you are feeling and why, you can better manage yourself and influence others in a positive way. The brain's reaction to stress and challenges creates our emotional zones. This curve shows how our effectiveness changes as our emotions and brain states change. Too much stress puts us in the red zone where we get anxious, frustrated, or alarmed. Too little stress puts us in the gray zone where we are distracted or bored and may withdraw from activities or daydream. When stress is moderate, we are in the green zone where we have full access to our thinking power and are present, alert, and even excited about what we are doing. Becoming aware of where we are on this curve at any point in time and noticing when our zones are changing can help us identify what is happening so we can manage our reactions. Now, let's review how we can manage our emotions through regulation. Regulators fall into 3 general categories. Bottom up, which uses the body to send safe signals to the brain. Top down, which changes thinking to redefine stress, and relational, which involves positive interactions with others that calm us down. Bottom-up techniques use techniques like breathing and rhythmic motions to change your physical response to stress. Another way of regulating is through top-down techniques where you shift your thinking about a stressful event to get a different perspective on what is happening. Another top-down approach is to acknowledge your emotions and label what you are feeling. Reframing is another top-down method that reduces stress levels. Now, let's look at the third type, relational regulation. This approach uses connectedness with others to keep you calm under stress. Having a pleasant interaction, like saying hi to another person, brings your stress level down. Talking to someone who is supportive and listens, or reaching out to someone who has your back, can get you into the green zone. These are just a few samples of regulation techniques. Ultimately, you'll discover some that work best for you.
Pause the video now and click play again when you have finished your discussion.
Regulating is not an event. Building resilience is not an event. It is a process that evolves throughout each day and needs ongoing attention to keep us in balance. This means that managing our daily operating rhythm is critical to staying physically and emotionally healthy. Our daily rhythm is powerful because it gets embedded in the automatic brain after it is repeated often. This means we can do the right thing without thinking about it every time we do it. But a strong daily ritual can also work against us. If we lock in things that don't work for us, they become automatic too and are difficult to change. The key to changing our rhythm is to surface what we are doing in the automatic brain so we can make changes and burn in a better pattern. In his book, The Power of Habit, Charles Duhigg recommends that we identify keystone habits and make small changes in our routines that affect many other areas. For example, if we get more sleep, our entire day goes better. We can think more clearly, have more energy, better relationships, better memory recall. Our immune system will be stronger and will have reduced focus on negative thoughts. You don't have to change everything in life to improve your daily rhythm. Just change the most important areas, and the rest will shift with it. Here are the 3 steps that will help you do your own review to reset your rhythm. Map it. Map your current daily operating rhythm to bring it out of automatic mode and rate time blocks as either going well or not going well. Change it. Pick one of the areas that is not going well and identify what you can do to improve it in 10 to 15 minutes each day. Burn it in. Focus on doing the new thing every day until you burn in a new routine. Don't give up. Research says that 21 days in a row will do it. Change, of course, is not easy. Our brains are comfortable with routine and repetition. Change requires special effort, which can be taxing. Reactivity to change creates a predictable set of reactions over time. The pattern shown here has been observed consistently in many thousands of change programs over the last 50 years. Not everyone goes through all of these phases, but some stay in the dip at the bottom of the curve longer than others. Let's look more closely at how people deal with change and what we can learn from it. Here are 4 common techniques used by people who adapt early and stay resilient during change. First, they regulate their emotions under the stress of change. So, when they feel worry and concern, they calm down and think of ways to move forward versus cycling into more stress and negativity. Second, they reduce uncertainty, which can overwork our brains and burn unnecessary energy. They visualize what the new way will be like and get details on how it will happen to make it more predictable. Third, they get involved to shape the change and reduce its negative impact. By getting involved, they influence the plan to make it more approachable. Fourth, they look for new opportunities from the change. Changes in roles and jobs and access to training or innovative equipment may open up new possibilities for learning and career. By using these resilience techniques, fast adapters move across the change curve from worry and concern directly to learning and acceptance. In other words, they skip the dip.
Pause the video now and click play again when you have finished your discussion.
Now, let's review how to build resilient teams that can perform at their best under pressure. A team is a group of people who come together around a common goal and share responsibility for achieving the goal. Teamwork is the heart of productivity and culture and is critical to safety. A strong team culture helps us take care of each other and build resilience under stress. Decades of research has shown that teams move through a series of critical stages as they develop. When a team is first activated, it is important to set up a structure to do the work, but also critical to build relationships and get to know each other. Once the team is working, it will experience challenges and conflicts, and members need to show trust and manage emotions to avoid damaging relationships. As the team begins to produce, members will need to continue to provide support and demonstrate trust in each other to maintain a positive culture that helps them face challenges in getting the work done. Once the team is producing, it will experience stress and crises and need to work through them to be resilient enough to move up to the highest level and adapt. All of the behaviors we reviewed are important to team success, but research has shown that one factor is more important than any of the others. Psychological safety is critical to effective teamwork every step of the way. Psychological safety contributes to a team culture where people can express their concerns and be heard by the team without fearing criticism or negative reactions from others. Under this safety net, they feel comfortable asking questions, asking for help, giving constructive feedback, having differing views from others, and even proposing wild ideas. When the team creates a safe culture, members feel calm and regulated and can do their best thinking, even under stress and time pressure. These practices translate into high-quality thinking, decision-making, and problem-solving, and move teams to high performance very quickly. Now, let's review safety for the automatic brain and how resilience-building tools help us manage risk. At a basic level, we manage risks using two brains, a sophisticated thinking brain and a primitive automatic brain that reacts quickly. To fully manage risk, we need to manage both brains. We need to know the rules and processes, but we also need to manage our emotions to avoid risks due to impulse. In one large study, people who had experienced accidents were asked what was going on when the accident happened. Nearly 90% reported one of four situations, including rushing, frustration, fatigue, and complacency. Similar input has been received from people in many project, manufacturing, and office situations. It is clear that the automatic brain and its red and gray zones can increase safety risks. Also, we know that 99% of our choices daily are made in the automatic brain. When this happens, formal knowledge and safety processes that require conscious thinking may not work. A complete safety model is needed where we make sure people are educated and aware of what to do, and understand how to manage emotions for themselves and others as they do it. What does safety for the automatic brain look like? Input from people whose lives depend directly on staying focused provides some clues. Pilots, soldiers preparing for a mission, and scientists in high-risk laboratories give similar answers. Visualize what you are going to do and how you will manage risks. Set micro-goals as checkpoints to come back to full attention often. Ask teammates to check in and remind you to stay focused. Finally, regulate emotions, especially if things don't go as planned and cause frustration.
Pause the video now and click play again when you have finished your discussion.
You're well on your way on the path to resilience. The tools you've learned about are in your toolbox now, so keep practicing. You might try picking a tool a week and commit to using it once a day. The week after, use it twice a day. On week 3, choose another tool to add to your practice. Moving forward in this way, you'll accumulate the benefits of each added strategy over time, changing your routine in a way that's sustainable. Remember, doing less consistently will have a bigger impact than trying to do everything all at once and letting your resilience practice fall by the wayside. Soon, you'll enjoy the benefits of increased emotional self-awareness and strengthened resilience. In the meantime, enjoy the journey.